welcome back. Today we are going to look at the brand new, to me, Dior Tutu palette, guys. Okay, we're going to try it on. I'm going to show you some swatches, but this Dior Tutu palette was definitely influenced by y'all because y'all were like, Jen, you need to get the Dior Tutu. You need to get the Dior Tutu. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it. So we're trying this on today, and yeah, I'm so excited. So if you want to see this on, how I created this look. All right, let's talk about this Dior Tutu palette, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Oh, this is gorgeous, y'all. I absolutely adore this palette. It retails for $62. It is part of the permanent line from Dior. Now, this definitely has a cooler purple tone to it. Very interesting, as you can see here. I absolutely adore many of these shades, and quite frankly, some of the shades are really pretty. This pretty lavender here is gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful. That shimmer. The Tutu 769 is shades of pink and brown and a pearly lavender. And it is an iconic palette that offers a range of radiant eyeshadows available in different color themes. This one here is definitely this one has a 6-month shelf life. There's 7 grams of product within here, and you can see all the swatches here as I am swatching them for you. These are gorgeous. Now, that top right one is definitely that kind of white undertone. It's definitely a sparkle like topper, and I prefer those. Quite frankly, I just love the ones with the sparkle topper. This one here, I love that, and I've just fallen more in love with that as I've continued to try these palettes. And if they don't have the sparkle topper, I'm really sad. I know, right? I don't know. I just really like them. So we're going to go into prepping the eyes as well as putting on this new Tutu palette by Dior. Okay, y'all, let's get to trying this on. I'm so excited. First up, though, I do want to show you this makeup by Mario. I just hauled it recently, and I'm really liking it. This here is a Master Eye Prep and Set in Light by Makeup by Mario. Guys, this is just really good. I really like it. It's an eye primer or an eye base. So essentially what you do is you put either this one or this one on the eye, and then you go over it with this powder here. It's just a very light sheer powder. I mean, super light. Now this is in shade Light, but yeah, I have been really enjoying it, and I want to show you what it looks like on. So let's go ahead and put that on. I'm just using a Bobbi Brown full coverage touch-up brush. Kind of looks like, oh, can you see? Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going in this lighter shade here, and I'm filming in natural light today. I'm trying to, the sun's it looks like it's about to rain, so I'm hoping that it will last through at least the try on, right? Because I love seeing things in natural light. I feel like that's when you know. So here is just that lighter shade right here applied. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So right here, that is the lighter shade on the lid right here. You see it kind of just gives a little bit of coverage. Now if I wanted to go in with the deeper one here, I like the fact that it comes with a little bit more of a deeper shade, so you can see it blends really well. It's not patchy or drying on the eye, which I was worried about, quite frankly, because I don't know, you don't want to start with a patchy eyeball, do you? Okay, or eyelid. Then I'm going over with this. This is a Katie Jane Hughes 8 brush. That's her new brush from her new brush line, and this just glides right over. Look how pretty that just made this. It's just set and ready to go, right? I mean, compared to this eye where it's kind of like discolored, I feel like this one, you could even just wear this on its own and be like a good eye. right? You can just tell, I feel like. Okay, so let me do the other eye real quick. And I like using both just for fun, for science, right? And just see how they do. But I feel like my makeup looks more, like the colors show up better, as well as, you know, it just stays. Because I do have, I think, okay, if we could take a vote, I would say I would be voted the most oilless eyelids ever person. You know, it's just part of who I am. But I am enjoying this. It's very, very neat. And this is like, almost like a whack. It's not a creamy consistency. It's definitely got some give, some, almost, it's hard to explain. Like it's creamy, yet it's thicker. It's not gonna just run everywhere. It's not too emollient to where it's not gonna stick to your lid, if that makes sense. So, which I honestly prefer. So I'm gonna set that now. Going in with the powder. I feel like the powder is really, really nice. Just an easy powder. I did buy the Makeup by Mario Mattes palette, so I'm really curious to see if those shades are similar to this powder, because if so, like, yeah, right? I mean, it's pigmented. The powder is pigmented. Okay, all right, let's get into Tutu. Now, y'all saw this palette swatched. We are going to go in and play around with these shades, and it will be fun. So excited. Okay. So let's start with a Sonia G Blender Pro. That is what this looks like. It's a fluffier blending brush. And I'm going to start with this shade in the top left. Now, just to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like again, it's a cooler kind of mauve-y shade. So it looks like it has a little bit of sparkle or shimmer in it, but we're just going to start by putting that in the crease right here. And I'm just going to make a little shadow with that and blend that out. And I've worn this before and it's so pretty, guys. I mean, this formula, you know how this other one wasn't very good, the new dress at first? This one was like the others. I mean, it's legit good. Yeah, you see the little shimmer it gives? It's not too much, but it's definitely got that purple sheen and definitely deepens the lid right here and gives a little bit of a shadow, right? Can you tell? Okay, let's do the other one and see how this side. So my eyelids or eyes are definitely sisters. They are not twins. This lid gives me a little bit harder of a time than the other lid. I think I've said that before, but I think too, because my dominant hand is my right hand. So it's just a little bit trickier to go in and do this lid, I feel like. And then my eyebrows are a little different too. You know, just is what it is kind of thing. What do we think? Ooh, look at that shade just showing up. Showing up to the party. Yes. Okay, hold on. I had been thinking about this one for a long time, getting Tutu, and y'all were like, Jen, you need Tutu. You need Tutu. You need Tutu. And I'm like, yeah, but do I really need Tutu? And you're like, no, you really need Tutu. So I ended up getting Tutu. I mean, you know. We're going to take a Wayne Goss, and I'm going to go in with this shade. Now, this is a little bit more of a maroony shade, the one in the center, and definitely more matte. No real shimmer to this shade here, right here. So we're going to go in with that. And the only thing I'm going to do is really kind of deepen the crease right here. So just really stippling that into the crease to give more of a deeper blown out effect. So can we see? A little bit more maybe? There we go. What? Yes. And you know, it's not like maroon. It's got some, I don't know how to explain. It's like browny purple mauve. It's like a mauve. I would say mauve-y, right? How would y'all discern this shade? Definitely mauve-y, right? I like how it looks blown out though on the eyes, kind of like, yes, right? What do we think? Is that good? I'm thinking, yeah. Okay. Next, what shall we do next? I feel like I want to go ahead and go in, maybe go up here and just right here for right now. And you can see, now this is a topper. This is a true topper. This shade here, this shade, I adore these toppers, y'all. All right, let's see if I can get this for y'all. Because they are beautiful, just sparkle and shine. And, you know, I think some of the toppers really just make the palettes, quite frankly. Like, look at that shine on the brow. And then when you put it over, say, another color, it can transform the other shade and really make your eyes just pop. Gosh, I love that. Okay, now this shade here is, I think, the standout shade of the palette. This beautiful purpley, almost, how do you even explain this shade? You know, like, it's purple, yet it's got this amazing shine. And it goes on well with a brush. See, I'm just using a small brush here. But quite frankly, sometimes your fingers are the best applicators, guys. So watch this. Yes. So go in with your finger, right? And then go in with a definite, like a blending brush. Go in with a blending brush and then smooth it out, like the lines or the crease lines if you want to, if there are any. But look at that, guys. And I'm leaving this a little open because I'm going to go in with this topper right here. Can you see it? Yes. See how that just goes into that shade? It's almost like, oh, bless it. Okay, let's do the other one. That shade is just, oh, I think that just makes the palette, guys. This, I mean, I understand where you're like, you need Tutu, if anything, just for this particular shade, right? Now we're going to go in with the topper. I mean, the formula is great. It's everything I thought it would be and more when it comes to Dior. And, you know, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do, like I was saying before, I'm just going to take a blending brush and blend right here. And blend right here. Just to blend out those any lines I may have. Yes. Oh, this is stunning. But I'm going to take this shade here. It's like a matte, deep brown with a little bit of, maybe a little bit of, what do you even call it? It's like a purpley brown. Yeah, purple brown. That's what I would call it. So I'm going to take this brush by Katie Jane Hughes. This is her 14. It's like an arrowhead. And I'm just taking it along the lash line here. And I think some of her best brushes are the smallest ones, quite frankly. This is great and easy. I mean, that gives enough pigment to deepen the lash line while creating just a pretty soft liner. What do you think? Yeah. Now I kind of want to do right here, but oh, I'm nervous. Should I? Maybe so. Let's just see what happens. It's just makeup. You can take it off. That actually went on a lot better than I thought it would. I'm going to do this eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I do have a new mascara from Chanel. This is the Dimensions Ultimes de Chanel Mascara, number 10. And 6 grams of product, 6 month shelf life, square. And it's supposed to be, here's the wand. This is a tubing mascara, guys. So we're going to try this on. I've tried it before. It is like very lengthening, very volumizing, and a black mascara. So like very dark and pigmented. So it doesn't take a ton. And with it being tubing, you can't really build it up too much or you're going to look really spidery. So with my Le Volume de Chanel, I can build, but this I kind of have to just do something very light like that. So that is... It's still pretty wet too, just because, you know, it's new. So I assume it will dry a little bit, but not quite sure. So we'll see how this goes. It doesn't really have a curve to the wand. Wow, guys. Okay. What do you think? Y'all influenced me on the Clubhouse. Oh my gosh, we were talking about mascaras, and some had bought this brand new Chanel mascara. We had not tried it, but maybe one person had. I can't remember. But we all bought this Chanel mascara to try, and yeah, wow, it's good. All right, so yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this little eye tutorial and makeup from Dior and Tutu. I really like it, y'all. It's really beautiful. I love that shade and the mauve-y kind of purple tones. I really feel like they bring out your eye shade in a lot of ways, especially if you have green or blue eyes. So pretty. Or brown. Yes. Right. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much. I ask that y'all subscribe below if you love it, and also give it a good like, and also comment below and let me know if you like this tutu or if you prefer a different palette. I'm quite curious which Dior palette is your favorite. But thank you again, and I will leave my latest video right here, and I'll see you there. Bye, y'all.